Hello, my friends. How are you doing? Okay, so I'm going to get honest here with you for a sec because I just want to talk a little bit about a situation that I used to find myself in all the time back in the day when I had a really unhealthy relationship with food. And I would get into this sort of horrible tug of war inside my head. Felt like I was like fighting my own brain, where on one hand, I really wanted to make healthier choices that I knew were going to be good for me and help me reach my goals of improving my health and feeling better and having more energy and all of those things. I really wanted to do that. But then on the other hand, despite that, I just kept falling back into my old habits and patterns. It seemed like it didn't matter how much I wanted to change or even had the tools to change. I just couldn't get myself to do it. And it felt like there was this constant game of tug of war going on, right? And I just couldn't seem to get past it. And I would just tell myself every time when I would fall back, I'd start out well and then I'd fall back into those old habits. And I would tell myself, oh, I just need more willpower. And I just need to get motivated again. I just need to be stronger. I would keep telling myself this. And I want you to be honest right now. Have you ever said this to yourself? Do you feel like you're searching for more willpower, more strength, more motivation? Drop an emoji of some kind in the comments below so I can see if you do this. If you're like you get on the horse, you fall off the horse, and you tell yourself, I just need more willpower. If I had more willpower, I would be able to make better choices. I need to be stronger. I need to get motivated again. This is what I would tell myself time and time again. And let me know if you are in the same sort of internal tug of war in your brain. And here's the problem with this, and what I know now after doing all of the work that I have done and working with all of the teachers and the mentors and learning all that I know now about neuroscience and the psychology of our relationship with food and how our feelings are associated with our relationship with food and all of those things. I see all your emojis. That's great. What I know now is that this is a losing game. This constant searching for more willpower is a recipe for failure. And let me tell you why. So I want you to think about willpower as sort of like a bank account, let's say, okay? Let's say you have a good sleep, and that's a big if. But let's say if you have a good sleep, you wake up, your willpower bank account has been replenished, it is full. Okay, so you have maybe, I don't know, 10 units of willpower for your day. You set out on the day, you have great intentions, and every time you use a little bit of willpower, and let's get clear here because we think of willpower as, avoiding the cookie or the donut. But willpower is actually what we use every time you make a decision of any kind, whether it's to have the donut or not, or whether it's to click on a link here on Facebook, or whether it's when you're going to answer an email, or whether it's what you're going to have for dinner, or what you're going to wear today, or what shoes you're going to put on, or if you're going to go for a walk or not. Every time you make a decision like that, you're making a little withdrawal from that bank account. Okay, so once that bank account is run out, it's out, right? Until you can replenish it again, hopefully with some rest and a good sleep and some self-care. So this is the game that we're all playing, right? We're making all these daily withdrawals from our bank account. It's quickly depleting. This is often, again, why we struggle in the evening because your bank account is empty. And there is no magical reservoir of willpower coming to save you, right? Once it's gone, it's gone. Then this is why just searching for more, hoping for more, making your strategy for making healthy choices, just finding more willpower is never going to work because it just doesn't replenish that much. You can't rely on willpower. It is not reliable. So what can we do instead? What can we do instead of just hoping for more willpower, wishing for more willpower, searching for more willpower, because it's not coming? Well, what we can do is we can learn a different set of tools, right? A new set of tools that are more reliable because they actually take into account how your human brain actually works, how your human brain deals with how its relationship with food functions, how your human brain deals with feelings, how your human brain deals with stress, how your human brain deals with the environment that it's in, overwhelm, anxiety, worry, whatever. We need a new set of tools. And what do I mean by that? Well, some of the tools that I love and that I teach my students and I teach through my programs like my Change Your Brain, Change Your Body program are things like mindfulness, right? Getting out of autopilot. When you become more curious and more present and more aware and more awake, and just more observant to your habits with food. And I don't mean judging and beating yourself up about them. I mean actually getting curious and actually shining a light on these things. That's when you get back in the driver's seat, right? When you have awareness about it, now you have some control over it. Okay, so just working on the practices of mindfulness, learning those tools, game changer. Feeling your feelings is another really important tool, right? Something I teach a lot inside Change Your Brain, Change Your Body. We talk a lot about how to manage and work with and navigate feelings like stress and worry and anxiety and fatigue and boredom and loneliness and all of the things we feel as humans without trying to use food to manage them. Okay, so again, another really important set of tools for your toolbox is learning how to manage feelings without turning to food. Habit design, right? Something I teach inside my consistency club and a little bit inside the Change Your Brain, Change Your Body. We talk a lot about habits and how habit loops work, how we form habits, actual ways that we can build new healthy habits on a solid foundation that we actually can rely on, right? Much more dependable than willpower. How we can actually start to form healthy habits so that making the healthier choices starts to feel more automatic. So that becomes our new default, right? So that we're not constantly hoping for more willpower to get us through, but rather we have a foundation of solid, healthy habits running in the background that just carry us through, even when we're tired, even when we're stressed, even when we're overwhelmed and bored and lonely and anxious and all the things we feel, right? We need a network of solid, healthy habits. And again, learning how to create those through real habit design and how that actually works in your brain. Again, it's not just about hoping for more willpower. This is an important tool to have in your toolbox. I also teach a lot about practices like visualization and really being able to see your future self, see that future healthy you, see where you're going, see where the finish line is, if there is such a thing, so that we can start to feel sort of more naturally drawn to that. And again, this is just, I won't get into it all here, but visualization works with the way your brain is naturally wired, right? Your brain loves to visualize things. And we can use that as one of our tools in our toolbox to help us start to feel more naturally pulled to the healthier choices instead of, again, hoping for willpower to muscle us over there, right? Much more reliable, much more dependable. And then finally, self-compassion, self-love, self-care, whatever you want to call it, but how we can treat ourselves, how we can honor ourselves, how well we can respect ourselves, how we can have kindness and love and compassion for ourselves. And how that becomes a tool to actually start to want to make healthier choices. So again, you're not trying to muscle your way through it with willpower and motivation and I just need to be stronger. I just need more willpower. Not working, right? Not reliable. Not there when we need it. These other tools, right? Mindfulness, feeling your feelings and understanding how to manage feelings, real habit design in terms of how the brain is actually wired, visualization, self-compassion, self-love, self-care. These are your toolbox. This is the robust toolbox that is going to help you go from feeling like you have no control over the food, feeling like you want to make better choices, but somehow you never do consistently. Going from that place where I used to be right there with you to a place where you have a toolbox that is reliable, a toolbox that will be there for you even when you're tired at night, even when you've had a stressful day, even when you're feeling sad and lonely and like your life is spinning out of control. These are the tools that are reliable, dependable. They are going to be there for you. And that's why it's so important that instead of focusing on how can I have more willpower, we need to focus on how can I build these tools? How can I strengthen these skills? These, I call them consistency skills, but how we can actually hone these skills and master them so they can be there for us when we want to make long-term change. All right? I hope that was helpful, guys. So think about how you can start to focus on these tools and making them work for you, and rather than just searching for more willpower. All right? Hope this is helpful. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon.